Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX setups for today. So, as we spoke about, I can't remember when we spoke about it, earlier in the week, but this was a channel break or a flag break. We see that on the weekly. Look at that mess down there, but anyway. So you can see a strong move up, and this has been a strong flag, and it does look like a bit of a break. If you look at it on the daily, so I just want to clean this mess up and then do things properly. There we go. So that was our flag, and you can see we had the break below the flag, and those of you that have watched me for some time will know that when you get this kind of break of a bullish flag like that, you've only got a 25% probability of it continuing. So the higher probability is that it's going to break to the upside, and that's what's happened now. It's broken to the upside. We've got a pin bar of sorts. I prefer a little bit of a body to the upside, or a shorter upper tail, but anyway, that is a pin bar. You can see what happened on the last one that looked like that. So we accelerated for 2 days. So this has come back to test in my view, and as you go through the time frames, you're going to see the test. There's the test, nice big juicy engulfing bar over that. That's not quite a pin bar either, but anyway, if we just get the horizontals in, there's the first one, and I think we probably aimed for that. We missed it, and I just want to get another one in up here. Going to be quite important as well. So the zone that we bought, that the buyers came in off, was 17,905 and 17,822, which was the 150 EMA as well. So faster moving averages are flat, and for all intents and purposes, all moving averages are flat, so you should expect more range or more volatility at the moment. I'm going to treat this as a flag break, to be honest. The DAX has been really strong this year, so I don't see any reason why I should not treat it as a flag break. So 3 hour, you can see moving averages all grouped here to the middle here, all grouped together, and price is now hovering in amongst them. So nothing more to add to the price action here except strong move up. I'm not going to draw it in. You can draw it in with yourself. Just draw your line along the top there, and along the bottom you've got another little flag here, and you've got the flag break and what looks like it could be the retest here as well. So probably a little bit of sideways action, or just a little bit of a grind higher from here, but my view is this is a fairly strong structure. If I saw this in any stock, I would be in on that stock, looking for a longer term gain out of it. So that's the way I'm going to treat this. Now you can see yesterday below the moving averages, not really rejecting off anything, but there was a rejection there. That was off the low of when was that? Wednesday. So the low of Wednesday, we can see we've tried to find support, drop below, then we rejected it to the downside. And then obviously this is Amazon's, not Amazon, Facebook and Google's results that came through, which drove price higher. And when was that? So that was during the US session that we started grinding higher. Nothing really to read on the hour. There's nothing that's saying to us on the hour that this is definitely a move to the upside, with the moving averages being flat like this and price being in amongst it. So that's on the 3 hour and the 8 hour basically. There is, and the 15 minutes. Kind of a similar setup to yesterday morning, and you can see the move got going to the downside. So there is, that was the only buying opportunity you had. Oh, sorry, selling opportunity was at 18,054. There was nothing up here which indicated you needed to be buying, or selling, should I rather say. And this was the only logical signal that you had. So if you were watching this, you may have picked this up. It was around 11 o'clock GMT time. Sorry, 12, quarter past 12 GMT time. So from South African time, that was 2:15. That was just before the data came out. So US data came out at 2:30, and you can see how we dropped with the US on that data. Then the US opened, and then the buyers started scaling in. Obviously, people knew what was coming with Microsoft and Google, and they scored a fairly decent 1.1% move in the market. So I just want to head left here in the zone. Okay, so I often say to you, when there's a lot of structure in a zone like this, and I normally just draw the top and bottoms of it, but you can see why it's important just to have the 3 levels that we always talk about. Always get your 3 levels in, and even that, there was a nice pin bar off structure. Even that we dropped lower than those 3, but you'll find it'll be some obscure little level that we missed, and there's this tiny little range bar here, and what's the bet? That's what it was aiming for. Yep, spot on to it. 17,840. Anyway, just for me today, we need to break to the upside, so I'd be a lot more comfortable. I'm going to be a scaredy pants today, but I want to see a break of 18,131, so that'll be the highs of yesterday. Come back, build a base, either there or lower, 18,096, 18,100. I'd even have 18,050 as a pullback area as well. Then I'd be looking for a move to the upside. Targets to the upside, it's going to be a little bit maybe that messy, because we've just got to break through the structure. So if we break through the structure, then most of this is behind us. Then you'd be looking at 2 very clear target areas to the upside, and that's going to be 18,222 and 18,263. So that's kind of my view at the moment. And if you look at this on the 3-hour oscillators, definitely that's in our favor. Just the moving averages which aren't in our favor, being flat, but everything else is lining up quite nicely. So yeah, wait this one out a little bit. I think don't just jump in for the sake of jumping in. Wait for the market open, and then wait for the break of the high of yesterday. Pull back, come test either that high or any structure below it, and then you're looking for a move up. Any break below the lows of yesterday with all the support here, that reverses that, and we start looking at shorts. But for now, it is wise just to sit back and wait until these moving averages have crossed over as well. And I'd like to see them pointing straight up. That would give us the confirmation that we need to be looking for those longs. Anyway, just be careful. It'll probably take a while before it turns, probably another day or 2 before it actually really gets going. But I suspect we are going up. Hope that helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. No, we'll catch up with you on Monday morning. Enjoy the weekend.